There are two kinds of Aldi shoppers. The first kind spends roughly what they spent at their old grocery store, wonders vaguely if they are saving anything, and goes home with about half the value the store actually offers. The second kind saves hundreds of dollars annually, eats better, shops faster, and leaves every single visit having extracted maximum value from a store most people have barely scratched the surface of. 15 things separate them, starting right now. 15. Pros. Know the store. Layout before they walk in. Beginners enter Aldi and discover the store as they move through it, which means they make decisions reactively, miss sections entirely, and spend time navigating rather than selecting. Professionals know their specific store's layout before the automatic doors open. The first two visits at any new Aldi location should function as orientation missions rather than shopping trips. Where does the markdown section live? Where does the finds section begin? Which end of the store holds the fresh meat case? Which aisle carries the specialty items versus the everyday staples? These questions answered once stay answered indefinitely because Aldi's layout, once established at a specific location, rarely changes dramatically between visits. A shopper who knows the store layout moves through a complete shopping list in approximately 15 minutes. A shopper who does not know the layout takes twice as long, misses sections, and makes more impulsive purchases because discovery rather than intention is driving the cart. Map the store on the first visit. Benefit from that map every subsequent visit forever. The map also serves a second function that beginners never consider. Knowing where everything lives means knowing immediately when something has moved, which at Aldi is frequently a signal that a new finds rotation has arrived, or that a clearance section has relocated to accommodate incoming seasonal inventory. Layout knowledge is not static information. It is a live intelligence tool. That layout knowledge is the foundation. What is coming at number 14 is the preparation strategy that makes every single Aldi visit more productive before you have even left the house. 14. Pros. Review the weekly ad, the night before, every visit. Beginners arrive at Aldi uninformed and make purchasing decisions based entirely on what they see at the shelf. Professionals arrive at Aldi having already made most of their decisions at home the night before, based on complete information rather than in-store impulse. The Aldi weekly ad, available every Tuesday night for the following Wednesday through Tuesday cycle, lists every sale item, every new finds arrival, and every special buy for the coming week alongside its price. Professionals review this ad the night before their visit, build their shopping list around what is actually on sale rather than what they habitually buy, and establish a realistic budget before ever entering the store. The Aldi app delivers the weekly ad directly and allows digital coupon activation before any visit begins. Professionals who combine pre-trip ad review with digital coupon activation on qualifying items describe a stacked discount effect that produces checkout totals consistently lower than the same basket would cost without that preparation. Professionals who build their shopping list from the ad, rather than from habit, consistently describe spending less and eating more variety, because the ad reveals what is genuinely on sale rather than what is simply familiar. Familiarity is what conventional grocery stores sell at premium prices. The Aldi weekly ad is what replaces familiarity with intelligence. Subscribe to this channel right now before we go further. Every week we break down exactly what is arriving at Aldi and which items are worth building your shopping list around. The shoppers who subscribe always know more than the ones who show up unprepared. Hit that subscribe button right now, because what is coming at number 13 is the timing intelligence that separates every good Aldi shopping experience from every great one. 13. Pros. Treat Wednesday morning like a standing appointment. Beginners shop Aldi whenever it happens to fit their schedule. Professionals schedule their Aldi visits around the store's weekly reset cycle, rather than around whatever day happens to be convenient. Wednesday morning is when everything resets simultaneously. New weekly ad prices activate. New finds arrive on the floor. Overnight restocking has been completed. Every markdown cycle has been freshly assessed. The first shoppers through the door on Wednesday morning have access to the full selection, the freshest product, and the widest range of marked down items before any of the week's best options sell through. By Thursday, popular finds items are already depleted. By Saturday, the markdown section looks nothing like it did Wednesday morning. By Sunday, shoppers asking about specific finds items hear the same disappointing answer repeatedly. The first Wednesday of each month amplifies everything further. The month's largest finds rotations arrive. Monthly deal cycles activate on top of weekly pricing. Former employees across multiple locations describe the first Wednesday before 9 as the single highest value shopping window in any given month. Wednesday morning, before 9, every single week if possible. First Wednesday of the month without exception. The compounding effect of making this timing shift permanent rather than occasional is significant. A shopper who consistently arrives on Wednesday morning rather than Saturday afternoon accesses genuinely better inventory, fresher product, and wider markdown selection across every single week of a full year of shopping. What is coming at number 12 is something that happens inside the store that beginners walk past every single visit. 12. Pros. Check the markdown section before touching a regular shelf. Every Aldi store maintains a markdown section. Not every shopper who visits that store regularly has found it, and every shopper who has not found it is walking past the single best per dollar value in the building on every visit without any awareness of what they are missing. The markdown section contains products approaching their sell-by date, items with minor cosmetic packaging damage whose contents are entirely unaffected, and overstocked products needing to move quickly. Everything here is discounted, often by 30 to 50%, with no reduction in the nutritional or functional value of the underlying product. The location shifts by store and occasionally by week, which is exactly why so many regular shoppers have never developed a habit of checking it. There is no permanent sign pointing toward it the way there is for the dairy case or the bread aisle. Former employees give consistent advice. Ask a staff member on your next visit to identify where the markdown section lives in your specific store. Then check it for 30 seconds before touching anything else on every subsequent visit. That 30-second habit pays dividends on a significant percentage of every week's shopping trips. Former employees describe the markdown section as the place where the most experienced regulars spend the most time on every visit, because the product mix changes week to week, and the best items move fast enough that a shopper who skips the section even once misses something they would have bought. From the markdown section to the register. What is coming at number 11 is something that happens right at checkout, and that beginners have genuinely no idea is available to them. 11. Pros. Watch the register screen on Wednesday morning. Aldi's price accuracy guarantee obligates the store to honor the shelf price when the register charges more than the tag displays. Former employees confirm this produces free or discounted items for attentive shoppers multiple times per week at virtually every location. Wednesday morning between opening and approximately noon is when register-to-shelf price discrepancies are most common. Overnight staff update physical shelf tags as part of the weekly reset. The register system syncs through a separate process that does not always complete instantaneously. The gap between what the shelf says and what the register charges during this window is real, recurring, and honored immediately when a customer points it out. The customers who benefit are the ones watching the screen as items scan. The customers who pay the incorrect higher price are the ones looking at their phones. Know your shelf prices before you reach the register. Watch the screen as each item scans. Say something before the receipt prints if anything does not match. The staff response to a flagged discrepancy is almost universally immediate and without friction. Former employees describe the correction process as taking under 60 seconds in most cases, producing a price adjustment that would never have happened for the shopper who looked at their phone instead of the screen during scanning. That register attention is free money for anyone willing to pay attention. What is coming at number 10 reveals a question so simple that the fact most shoppers never ask it is genuinely baffling once you understand what it produces. 10. Pros. Ask about backstock. When the shelf is empty. An empty shelf at Aldi does not mean the product is unavailable. It means the product has not been brought from the back room to the floor yet, or the floor display quantity was smaller than the actual stock received, or the overnight team has not yet placed all incoming inventory from the latest delivery. Former employees estimate that a polite, direct question about backstock produces the needed item approximately 1 in 3 times. For finds items specifically, where an empty shelf might otherwise mean waiting 6 months for the next rotation, that 1 in 3 conversion rate represents real access that accepting the empty shelf as the final answer permanently forecloses. Ask every time. Be direct, be friendly, and be specific about what you are looking for. The staff member who checks cannot find anything if they do not know exactly what they are looking for. The information costs nothing to request and produces results often enough to make the habit of asking one of the highest return behaviors in any Aldi visit. The shelf is not always the whole story. It is also worth noting that the backstock question builds the kind of staff interaction that compounds over time. A shopper who asks regularly, politely, and specifically becomes a recognized face, and recognized faces get more complete and more forthcoming answers than strangers asking the same question. What is coming at number 9 is something that occurs entirely before any shopping visit begins, and it is one of the most powerful tools an Aldi shopper has access to. 9. Pros use the app scanner. Before items go in the cart, the Aldi app contains a barcode scanner that displays the current system price for any item in the store when its barcode is scanned through the app. Most shoppers have never used this function. The shoppers who use it systematically have access to information that transforms how they make every in-store purchasing decision. The scanner reveals the actual system price of items, including any markdown or clearance designation applied in the system that has not yet been reflected on the physical shelf tag. An item that has been reduced in the system but still shows its original price on the shelf tag will display the lower system price when scanned through the app. The most dramatic application is penny item identification. Items being discontinued or cleared from inventory are occasionally designated as 1-cent items in the system. Their shelf tags continue showing the original price. The app scanner reveals which category a product falls into before it ever approaches the register. Professional Aldi shoppers describe scanning unfamiliar items as a habit that takes seconds per item and occasionally produces outcomes that make the habit worth every second it has ever taken. Scan before the cart. Know the actual price before the register does. The scanner habit also produces a secondary benefit that has nothing to do with price discrepancies. Scanning unfamiliar items before purchasing them forces a moment of deliberate evaluation that interrupts the impulse buying cycle. Most shoppers are not even aware they are operating inside of during any given store visit. That digital intelligence is sitting in every shopper's pocket unused. What is coming at number 8 reveals what professionals do with their carts that transforms checkout from a chaotic scramble into a smooth, efficient, well-organized transaction. 8. Pros load the checkout belt. In reverse packing order, Aldi cashiers scan at high speed and place items directly back into the cart without organizing them. The order items leave the belt is approximately the order they return to the cart, which is the order available at the bagging counter. Loading the belt randomly means arriving at the bagging counter with heavy items on top of fragile ones and cold items mixed with pantry staples. Professionals load the belt deliberately. Heavy items first. Cans, bottles, and boxes scan first and land at the bottom of the cart and eventually the bottom of bags. Mid-weight items next. Fragile items, bread, eggs, and soft produce scan last and land on top. The bag system that maximizes this strategy involves an insulated tote placed first for cold and frozen items, a sturdy bag for heavy staples, medium bags for general groceries, and a small bag for fragile items at the end. Every item goes directly from cart to predetermined bag without reorganization. The time saved at the bagging counter by arriving with items in a logical sequence is modest on any individual trip. Across 52 weekly visits, it represents a meaningful cumulative reduction in the friction that makes grocery shopping feel more exhausting than it needs to be. Before we continue, if these professional strategies are already reshaping your next Aldi visit, hit that like button right now. Everything left on this list is money and time that most shoppers leave behind every single week. One tap, do it now. Because what is coming at number 7 is the guarantee that most shoppers understand as a return policy and professionals understand as something significantly more powerful than that. 7. Pros. Use the twice as nice guarantee as a discovery tool. The twice as nice guarantee provides a full refund and a free replacement for any unsatisfactory Aldi store brand product for any reason. Beginners understand this as a complaint mechanism. Professionals understand it as a zero-risk product discovery system that effectively removes the financial barrier from trying anything new in the entire store. Every unfamiliar Aldi product becomes a risk-free experiment under the guarantee. The worst possible outcome of buying something new is ending up with your money back and a replacement to try again. There is no financial downside. None. The hesitation that keeps most shoppers returning to the same 10 or 15 familiar items on every visit, while walking past dozens of products they would genuinely love, is a financial hesitation that the guarantee already eliminated. The only thing missing was knowing the guarantee existed as a discovery tool rather than a complaint process. Use it on one unfamiliar item per visit. Over a year of weekly visits, that habit expands the product range you shop from significantly, and every addition is a permanent savings compared to whatever the equivalent cost at a conventional grocery store. The guarantee removes every excuse for not exploring the entire store. What is coming at number 6 is the sourcing intelligence that makes every Aldi store brand purchase feel completely different once you understand what is actually inside the packaging. 6. Pros. Know that many Aldi products come from name brand factories. Many Aldi store brand products are manufactured in the same facilities as the name brand alternatives, selling for significantly more at conventional grocery stores. Same equipment, same quality standards, sometimes the same recipe, different label, different price. The manufacturer barcodes appearing on the back and bottom of Aldi packaging are readable through the publicly accessible GS1 company database. The company name that database returns for many Aldi products is frequently a recognizable name brand manufacturer whose branded products cost 2 to 3 times more at the store down the street. Beginners read the plain Aldi packaging as a quality signal. Professionals read it as a cost structure signal. The plain wrapper is not a warning about what is inside. It is the absence of marketing overhead in the price paid. Former employees who came from food manufacturing backgrounds describe stopping all name brand purchases for their own households within weeks of starting at Aldi. Not through loyalty to the store, but through direct knowledge of where the products actually came from. Look past the label. The product inside is frequently exactly what the premium packaging conceals at a fraction of the price. That sourcing reality changes every quality judgment call. What is coming at number 5 is the strategy that turns Aldi's most limited time opportunities into permanent household value rather than occasional lucky finds. 5. Pros. Buy in volume. During convergence windows, the intersection of a finds item at its initial price and a weekly ad sale on complementary products represents the highest value density available at any point in the Aldi calendar. Professionals do not just buy what they need for the week during this intersection. They buy what they need for the next several weeks. The logic is straightforward for any non-perishable or freezable item. When the finds price and the weekly ad price converge on products a household uses regularly and that store well, buying a larger quantity at the convergence pricing is simply buying future week's supply at this week's exceptional price rather than at whatever the standard price will be once the convergence ends. Never any chicken thighs on sale, combined with a finds kitchen item that improves meal preparation. Frozen protein on markdown, combined with a sale on the vegetables that accompany it. Supplement bundles during health. Finds rotation, combined with the weekly grocery staples that support those health habits. The volume purchase strategy requires freezer capacity and pantry space planned in advance rather than improvised at the register. Professionals who plan around upcoming convergence windows describe grocery budgets that look dramatically different from those of shoppers who buy the same quantities week after week, regardless of what the pricing is doing. That convergence purchasing pays forward for weeks. What is coming at number 4 is something that directly affects how much every protein purchase costs and requires knowing one piece of location-specific information. 4. Pros know their store's meat. Markdown window. Fresh meat at Aldi gets marked down 30 to 50% on a schedule tied directly to each store's delivery cycle. The markdown is not a quality reduction. Meat 1 to 2 days before its sell-by date is entirely fresh, entirely safe, and entirely suitable for same-day cooking or immediate freezing without any quality degradation. The delivery cycle at each location is consistent week to week. The markdown window opens predictably 1 to 2 days after the primary meat delivery, typically in the late morning before the lunch traffic period begins. Former employees who shopped their own store's markdown window describe buying their family's entire weekly protein budget at marked down prices and reducing annual protein spending by amounts that made learning the schedule one of the most financially productive things they ever did. Access to this information requires asking one direct question to any willing staff member. When do meat markdowns typically happen at this store? The answer, once obtained, applies indefinitely since the delivery schedule stays consistent. Ask once. Apply the answer every week for the rest of the year. That protein discount compounds enormously over 12 months. What is coming at number 3 is a partnership insight that makes every other strategy on this list make complete sense. 3. Pros. Understand the partnership model that drives every price beginner's experience. Aldi's unusual operational features as minor inconveniences tolerated in exchange for lower prices. Professionals understand that every unusual feature is the mechanism producing every lower price, and the two things are not separate. The quarter cart eliminates a full labor category and passes that elimination directly into shelf pricing. The bring your own bag policy eliminates a recurring supply cost and returns it the same way. The limited selection eliminates procurement complexity, and the curation it required was performed on the customer's behalf. The plain packaging eliminates marketing overhead from the price paid. Every senior who understands this does not experience the cart return as an inconvenience. They experience it as a direct contribution to the pricing structure that keeps their grocery bill lower than any competing store. They do not experience the limited selection as a shortage. They experience it as quality assurance performed on their behalf. This understanding transforms every visit from tolerating a budget store's limitations into participating in a system specifically designed to return maximum value to every shopper willing to work with it. The model works with you. The savings are the proof. That partnership understanding unlocks everything else. What is coming at number 2 is the relationship insight that makes all 15 strategies on this list more consistently accessible. 2. Pros build actual relationships with staff at their specific location. All of the timing intelligence, the backstock access, the markdown schedule knowledge, the location of the shifting clearance section becomes significantly more available to shoppers who are recognized as regulars by the staff working at their specific location. Former employees describe being considerably more forthcoming with markdown timing, incoming finds previews, and general store intelligence with regular customers they genuinely recognize than with strangers asking the same questions for the first time. This is not favoritism in any formal sense. It is simply the natural human tendency to want to help people you actually know. Building this relationship requires no elaborate effort. Shopping at consistent times, being friendly and patient during every interaction, asking genuine questions about the store's patterns rather than demanding information or making complaints. Over time, these small, consistent behaviors produce the recognition that makes every strategy on this list work at its highest level. Professional Aldi shoppers who have developed this relationship describe it as the force multiplier behind everything else. The deals were always there. The relationship is what makes them consistently accessible. One strategy remains. And former employees, veteran shoppers, and nutritional researchers all identify it as the single most financially significant thing any senior can do at Aldi, starting from their very next visit. 1. Pros switch their entire household to Aldi. Equivalents for the categories where the gap is widest. Every strategy on this list produces incremental savings on individual visits. This final strategy produces permanent, compounding, category-by-category savings that accumulate across every visit for the rest of a shopping lifetime. The professional approach to Aldi is not to shop it for specific deals while maintaining conventional grocery store habits everywhere else. It is to systematically identify every product category where Aldi's quality is equivalent or superior to conventional alternatives, verify that quality through the twice as nice guarantee on trial purchases, and permanently shift household purchasing to Aldi for every confirmed category. Olive oil, Greek yogurt, canned fish, eggs, frozen vegetables, butter, cleaning products, over-the-counter medications, personal care items. Each category confirmed as equivalent quality at Aldi's price becomes a permanent annual saving rather than an occasional benefit. Former employees who did this systematically for their own households describe the annual grocery budget transformation as more dramatic than any other single financial change they made, because the savings are not occasional. They are permanent, recurring, and compounding across every week of every subsequent year. The first visit begins the confirmation process. The twice as nice guarantee protects every trial purchase. The annual savings begin accumulating from the first confirmed switch and never stop. That permanent category shift is what separates the shoppers saving hundreds annually from the ones who feel like they are saving something but cannot quite quantify it. That is the complete list. 15 things professionals know about Aldi that beginners learn slowly, expensively, or not at all. All of it is available starting from your very next Wednesday morning visit. Thanks for watching. If these professional strategies changed how you are planning your next Aldi trip, let us know in the comments which one you are applying first. Click the next video on the left right now to keep building your Aldi shopping intelligence. And if you do not want to miss more insider guides that save you hundreds every year, hit that subscribe button right now.